Hello, my name's Chris, this is Blue Kraken Gaming, and welcome back to Skyrim, where in our last episode we basically found out that Delphine is one of the Blades, and she wants us to go and help her kill a dragon, which, yeah, I'm kind of okay with, though we are going to go and return the horn to our Iron Gear first, purely because I want the maxed out, I'm going to call it Fusro Dart. I've completely blanked on what the shout is actually called. Yeah, completely blanked. Right, however, here we are, back at High Hrothgar, which I promise you, if you're playing survival mode, is a nightmare to get back to. And then, yeah, let's sort out getting... that's it, Unrelenting Force, that's what we want. No, you're Master Bori. Okay, where is... Ah, here he is. Chilling out.
Ah, you've retrieved the horn of Jorgen Wimcaller. Well done. You have now passed all the trials. Come with me. It is time for us to recognize you formally as Dragonborn.
Okay.
You are ready to learn the final word of Unrelenting Force. Da, which means push. Da.
Yep, teach it to me. Teach it. I want that.
With all three words together, this shout is much more powerful. Use it wisely. Master Wolfgar will now gift you with his knowledge of Da.
And this is where it goes from knocking people over to sending them literally flying.
You have completed your training, Dragonborn. We would speak to you. Stand between us and prepare yourself. Few can withstand the unbridled voice of the Greybeards, but you are ready. Ringra crossis haran, strondul, osni valan, kro pran now. Al rumu muafaninu novakin al sulek dokan al sulek do shor al knal sulek do atmorazud. Meis nu ismir novazebrom dama da rock.
Anyone know what that means?
Dovahkiin, you have tasted the voice of the Greybeards and passed through unscathed. High Hrothgar is open to you.
I mean, the doors were open before. Genuinely, if anyone knows what they've said, I'd be really curious to know if you can put it in the comments, because I genuinely have no idea what they say to you when they're doing that. But, like I say, that means our Unrelenting Force is significantly stronger now. So, let's head over and slay a dragon. Now, we've not been to Windhelm before, so we're going to want to go to the Whiterun Stables, and we're going to have to get a carriage ride over there. So apologies, the opening of this level, or opening of this video, a couple of load screens as we're bouncing from place to place. But, let's put it this way, at least I'm not having to walk everywhere and you're seeing some progression, because I think that is part of the problem. Like, one of the YouTubers I watch has actually just turned off his survival mode so he can actually make progression in the story for the... for his YouTube series, which I can see why he's done that. Right, however, I've just spotted we have a level up. Let's take that up quickly. So where are we? Let's take health. Conjuration. Still want that, so we need 2 more points there. But it means we've got a point in hand because we were banking the last one. So, restoration. Healing spells are 50% more effective. I think that seems sensible.
You've done well.
Thank you. Are you sleeping in your little hut? Yeah, there we go.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go?
I want to go to Windhelm.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Just looking at your chest there. Right, okay, and in we go. Yeah, with the Immersive Citizens mod that I've got, it means that they can move around. So he actually goes to bed instead of just spending 24 hours a day sat on the top of the carriage, which is not very realistic. But that is what happens if you don't do anything with the base game. He's constantly there. He never strays far, but it just makes it a little bit more realistic, like sitting on a rock reading a book or going to bed instead of, yeah, being glued to the carriage. Right, and here we have Windhelm, which means we can now fast travel here. So yeah, Windhelm itself is that way, but we're heading in this direction because we are off to... There's a shrine up there. We are off to... shoot, I've forgotten what it's called. Kynesgrove? Is it Kynesgrove? Might be. Don't recall. But either way, it's in this direction. Let's make sure I've got my, bound sword and flame atronac. And the snow kicks in. Lovely. Okay, and we are heading up in this direction. Oh yeah, Kynesgrove. How about that for memory? And we've got a very upset lady.
No, you don't want to go up there. A dragon, it's attacking.
That's what I'm going for. Show me where it is.
Over the town and landed on the old dragon burial mound.
Huzzah!
I don't know what it's doing up there, but I'm not waiting around to find out.
That's fine, we'll go find out. Ah, look, Delphine's here. Coming from a very odd direction. Right, up we go.
Come on.
There it is.
Find out what's happening.
Okay, we do want to head up there and find out what's happening. We want to go and say hello to Alduin. Who is this chap doing the circling at the moment? Hey buddy. How you doing? Thanks for the rescue at Helgen. You know, you stopped him taking my head off. I don't appear to have any backup. And there's a naked dead lady. Okay, she's not naked, she's just not wearing any of her armour. Okay, I'll take the arrows. Okay. You look a bit upset.
Alduin Turi, o antid vokri hasulik sejun kuldi.
Ger Salakanir, Kalimir. Follow side of a king. Zuu.
Oh, he is full-on looking at me.
Dove too high. You do not even know our tongue, do you? Such arrogance to dare take for yourself the name of Dova.
Hey, I didn't take it. People gave it to me. Just, you know, not you.
Sure.
Okay. And now we'll swap that over to healing, because I'm sure we're going to need it. Come on, Salconir. Oh, you're there. Okay. Ah. Clonk. Maybe I was looking at, thingy. What's his name? Alduin. I didn't think I was, but sure. Clonk, 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 clonk. Hit it with a sword. Hit it with a sword. I mean, I think we're doing pretty well against it, actually. Come on, back here. Oh, you've crashed. Right. Flame Atronach's about to expire, so we'll just replace that. That was all too easy.
Something's happening. God's above.
all too easy. Ah, now we get to absorb another dragon soul. How lovely. Right, what do you have, though? Gold, bones and scales. We'll take those. Huzzah! Right, Delphine, satisfied?
True, isn't it? You really are Dragonborn. I owe you some answers, don't I?
Just a few.
Go ahead. Whatever you want to know. Nothing held back.
Who are you and what do you want with me?
I'm one of the last members of the Blades. A very long time ago, the Blades were dragon slayers, and we served the Dragonborn, the greatest dragon slayer. For the last 200 years since the last Dragonborn Emperor, the Blades have been searching for a purpose. Now that dragons are coming back, our purpose is clear again. We need to stop them.
What do you know about the dragons coming back?
Not a damn thing. I was just as surprised as you to find that big black dragon here.
I've seen that dragon before. The one that got away.
Really? Where?
It was the one that attacked Helgen when Ulfric escaped from the Imperials.
Interesting. Same dragon. Damn it, we're blundering around in the dark here. We need to figure out who's behind it all.
The Blades, who are they?
Exactly. Nobody even remembers our name these days. We used to be known across Tamriel as the protectors of the Septim Emperors. Those days are long gone, though. For the last 200 years, we've been searching for the next Dragonborn to guide and guard, as we are sworn to do. But we never found one, until now.
So what's our next move?
The first thing we need to do is figure out who's behind the dragons. The Thalmor are our best lead. If they aren't involved, they'll know who is.
What makes you think the Thalmor are bringing the dragons back? Get my tongue twisted there.
Nothing solid, yet. But my gut tells me it can't be anybody else. The Empire had
prejudice.
captured Ulfric. The war was basically over. Then a dragon attacks, Ulfric escapes, and the war is back on. And now the dragons are attacking everywhere, indiscriminately. Skyrim is weakened. The Empire is weakened. Who else gains from that but the Thalmor?
So why are the Thalmor after you?
Before the Great War, the Blades helped the Empire against the Thalmor. Our Grand Master saw them as the greatest threat to Tamriel. At the time, that was true. Maybe it still is. So we fought them in the shadows, all across Tamriel. We thought we were more than a match for them. We were wrong.
So we need to find out what the Thalmor know about dragons. Any ideas?
The faction that rules the Aldmeri Dominion. The ones who almost destroyed the Empire during the Great War 30 years back. There's no worse enemy to humankind in Tamriel.
Hang on, I didn't press
The Empire
remind
barely
me.
survived the last war. The Thalmor don't intend to lose the next one.
Yeah, that's not what I pressed. This one.
If we could get into the Thalmor embassy, it's the center of their operations in Skyrim. Problem is that place is locked up tighter than a miser's purse. They could teach me a few things about paranoia.
So how do we get into the embassy?
I'm not sure yet. I have a few ideas, but I'll need some time to pull things together. Meet me back in Riverwood. If I'm not back when you get there, wait for me. I shouldn't be long. Keep an eye on the sky. This is only going to get worse.
Okay. So that is that then done. Delphine is now happy and we are sort of covered off as part of the Blades. Now, okay, I'm sure in the last episode I picked up, yes, the Blade sword, which I want to give to Lydia. Though actually, I need to upgrade first. So, let's head back to Whiterun. I know it's a longer way, but I mean, fast travel. It's no slower to get there for us than anywhere else, and I know where all the bits and pieces are there. So let's see what we need to upgrade that blade sword, and then we can give it to Lydia, which will make her more effective in a fight, and it'll hopefully improve our blacksmithing a little bit. I also noticed we got a conjuration point, so we're up to 29. We did one more and then I get soul trap, and then I'll be happy with that. Okay. So, grindstone. Yes, I know how grindstones work. Right, for the... not family sword, the blade sword, we need a steel ingot. Lovely, we've got that. Awesome. Right, so we can give that straight over to... oh, a courier, lovely.
That's something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
Okay.
Let's see here. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Okay. I'm assuming that's going to be a DLC letter type thing. What did you give me? Dinner invitation. Oh, yeah. And we've got the Warriors Challenge. Okay. Yep. Okay. Right.
I've got your back.
I have something for you. There we go. I need to trade some things for you. So she currently has that ancient chill sword. We want to give her a blade sword, which probably means, yeah, she's going to equip that straight away because even with the chills, the blade sword is stronger for her. We want to find Armon, which I think is this chap.
You tried mercenary work?
I've got your sword.
Found it. I've been looking for that blade for months. You took on all those bandits yourself? Thank you. Here, my father had a favorite sword and shield technique. Let me teach it to you in honor of his memory.
Thanks. Cool. And he's a one-handed weapon trainer. Awesome. So that's that done. So, what do we want to get on with now? I know these two are for player homes, so I'm not too worried about rushing for those. Meet Delphine in Riverwood for diplomatic immunity. Do we want to start that? I kind of... yeah, I do Dawnguard all the time because Serana is such a useful companion to have. What do we want to do? Do we want to go and get Serana? Yeah, let's go and do Dawnguard. Let's go get Serana because she is useful. Now, I open the question, and this is one that I do want in the comments. Do you want me to replace Lydia with Serana and keep it at one companion, or do you guys feel it's okay for me to have Lydia and Serana, seeing as one will do melee and one will stand back and do a bit of range spell damage? Let me know what you think. If you guys want to balance it, more than happy to turn up the difficulty to balance the fact that I have two companions instead of one. Although I don't think I'm... yeah, I'm not on Legendary, but I don't think I'm, on Super Easy. But I'm happy to turn that up. Yeah, let me know, because that is an actual question. So anyone watching this, please
Need something? Where do you
answer that question, because I want to know what you want. So we need to head to Riften.
And back, and we'll be off.
Sorry, I'm not staring at your chest again. Right.
If you've never been to Riften, be sure to visit the place.
Okay, and then off to Riften. So we're bouncing all over the place a little bit. But yeah, I want to get Dawnguard started, because Dawnguard is a good DLC. I very much enjoy it. It is the one I've done the most. And yeah, it does give some fun things. Now, the question I've got is, because Dawnguard is one of the, in fact I think it's the only quest line where there are two paths to take. There's the vampire path, and then there's the Dawnguard path, where you fight the vampire hunters. So, key thing here with Riften, if you try and go straight in the door the first time, you get shaken down. You can try and do a persuade check to get out of it, but they will shake you down. However, if you come around the side, which is what we need to do anyway to get to Fort Dawnguard, but if you come all the way around, ignore the front door. Hear the wolves in the background. See, we can connect up with this path here, and then there is a back door in, and there's no one guarding it, so you can just come straight in here. So if your speech isn't very high, you can go in there and it basically covers the shakedown for you, so you haven't got to worry about that with either getting taken for a ride or having to pay it. Right, okay, those are the wolves. I was kind of hoping that'd give me a couple of conjuration points, or a conjuration point there, but oh well. So, yeah, Serana's going to be interesting, actually, with this one, because I've got the Serana Dialogue Overhaul, which is a mod that I've got. I've started playing with it, but I've never actually got super far using it, because what it's meant to do is make Serana a bit more three-dimensional as a character. So she will actually talk with you. It's got a completely new voice actress on board who covers some of the lines. So I apologise, you might find it a little bit jarring as it swaps between the old and the new voice actress, because they're going to re-record all of the original lines, but they haven't got around to it as yet. They're only the new lines have the new voice actress. So it's got two voice actors doing Serana. But yeah, it fleshes her out, makes her more of an actual person as opposed to just cardboard cutout placeholder for the quest. So yeah, I'm going to be curious to see how that unfolds, because it's actually meant to give you a relationship with her instead of just the generic, game rock up, hey, I'm the hero, do stuff. But it also makes Serana romanceable and marryable, which she's not in the base game. But I've never actually seen that whole... Basically, I haven't seen that through to the end. I don't know how that works, but I know she does random things such as you'll be wandering around and she'll go, oh, we're a bit tired, we should go and have a drink. And then you basically go to a bar and sit down and have a drink, and you get to talk about her childhood with her, which is very cool, and it really fleshes her out as a character. So yeah, I'm curious to see how all of that unfolds, because I don't know at the moment, because that's not one I've seen through to the end. But I'm hoping it will be a good addition. It had very positive reviews on the Nexus. And here is Fort Dawnguard. So this is where we will start the Dawnguard DLC. By the way, I've no idea. I'm assuming that little crevice that we came through to get into this canyon, I'm assuming it's just not there if you don't have Dawnguard installed. I will be honest, I've no idea, because I've only ever played Skyrim with Dawnguard installed. I never played it when it first came out back in the OG days, so I've only ever really played Skyrim Special Edition, which was the re-release where they touched up some of the graphics, which, I've still modded the graphics up higher. Yeah, we'll go talk to Isran.
Why are you here, Tolan? The Vigilance and I were finished with each other a long time ago.
You know why I'm here. The Vigilance are under attack everywhere. The vampires are much more dangerous than we believed.
And now you want to come running to safety with the Dawnguard, is that it? I remember Keeper Carset telling me repeatedly that Fort Dawnguard is a crumbling ruin, not worth the expense and manpower to repair. And now that you've stirred up the vampires against you, you come begging for my protection.
Isran, Carset is dead. The Hall of the Vigilance, everyone, they're all dead. You were right, we were wrong. Isn't that enough for you?
Yes, well, I never wanted any of this to happen. I tried to warn all of you. I am sorry, So who are you? What do you want?
Stuff and things. I'm here to join the Dawnguard.
Got a fire in your ability to kill vampires, eh? Good for you. But look around. There's really not much to join yet. I've only just started rebuilding the Order.
What can I do to help?
I need someone out in the field taking the fight to the damn vampires, while we're getting the fort back into shape. Tolan was telling me about some cave the Vigilants were poking around in. Seemed to think it was related to these recent vampire attacks. Tolan, tell her about, what was it? Dim Hollow.
Yes, that's it. Dim Hollow Crypt. Brother Adelwald was sure it held some long-lost vampire artifact of some kind. We didn't listen to him any more than we did Isran. He was at the hall when it was attacked.
That's good enough for me. Go see what the vampires were looking for in this Dim Hollow Crypt. With any luck, they'll still be there. Here, You should take a crossbow. Good for taking out those fiends before they get close. Feel free to poke around the fort and take what you need. There isn't much yet, but you're welcome to anything you can use.
He's right, there's really not much here at the moment. Okay, so we're now heading off to Dim Hollow. And Dim Hollow is all the way up here. So, I'm thinking my best bet is do I want to pay and go to Dawnstar, or do I want to try and walk from Oostengrav? Because that would be that. Yeah, Dawnstar's going to be faster, so we're going to jump on. Guess what? Another carriage. But then hopefully, once I've got to most of the main holds and I've got jumping off points, this would reduce in future, because I'm not going to need to go to a central point to catch carriage. I'll have the holds there. It's only because I don't know. Would you consider it jumping ahead doing Dawnguard this early? It's telling us we can. Hey, before you lay down.
Need a ride?
I need to go.
Where do you want to go?
Oh, wow. Oh, shoot, which one was it? It's not... Dawnstar, that's the one.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Oh, wow. So Lydia said she was friends and she had something for me, and then she handed me... Where was it? A ton of flawless gems. Wow. Okay, thanks, Lydia. It's like 1,500 worth of gold there. Thank you. I can't remember whether that's a vanilla thing or not. But, you know, because followers do learn to like you. There is a relationship system in the base game. But I can't remember whether they gift things to you like that. I genuinely can't. Oh well. I mean, the bit with it is, it's only money she's given me there, and money is something that we're not going to be short of as the game continues. Okay, Dawnstar, and then we want to head off in this direction to get to Dim Hollow. The other thing with doing this quest, which is quite nice, is as part of the Dawnguard DLC, we are able to get a summonable horse, which I like because if you buy a normal horse, it can die, whereas the summonable one can't. It also means we never get separated or lost from it because we can always summon it back to us. Right. Hello, wolves. Who's this? Right. Slay. Who are you? You seem to be all over the place. Right. Where has that last wolf gone? There it is. Gotcha. Right, and then I'm going to go and talk to this Ange lady, because you appear from everywhere. Are you a bard? Oh, she must be an extra character from a mod.
I trained as a skald, but I take no sides in this war. Whether you are a Stormcloak or an Imperial, it matters not. We are all sons of Skyrim.
That sounds like the voice actress for Sophia.
That's right. I wander from city to city to inspire tomorrow's warriors with songs of yesterday's valor.
Okay. Alright. Bye. She is just genuinely a wandering bard that's been added. I wonder which mod added her then. Okay, so we want to keep heading up this way. So yes, when we get the summonable horse, that's going to be quite nice because it means we can jump on a horse for this kind of thing. We're not going to have to worry about trekking and burning through my stamina bar. We can burn through the horse's stamina bar. But we come off the beaten path here, and if you come here before Dawnguard starts, that's not on fire. That is the Hall of the Vigilance. But we're going to have a quick poke around there, because we can get some, I'm going to say bits and pieces. There's some vampire armor, there's some robes. It's worth picking up just because there is some stuff here, and occasionally some of that will be enchanted. There you go. Robes of Restoration. Want that? Because we can break that down. There's Master Vampire. Take the lockpick. No, those robes are nothing. Oh, there's not as many of you in here as I thought there would be. Again, nothing armor. Vision extender, what do you have? Robes of Restoration. I think that's what we've picked up. Yes. Okay, we already had 2 of them. Fine. I'm sure that's not what the ones we got off her look like, but fine. Okay. So you don't have new robes. You don't have new robes. But I'll take the Potion of Healing, Cure Disease. Don't care about the physicalities of werewolves. Yeah, there's nothing new there. Chest. 1 gold. Okay, because I think the armor these vigilance wear is slightly randomized, so sometimes you can get some half-decent robes that we can then break down and try and do stuff with. Right, okay. And then to get to Dim Hollow, it's up there, but it's a nightmare if you go cross-mountain. So you want to drop down and take this path right next to the Hall of the Vigilance. And I think that's done on purpose to try and make you see the hall. But I will admit, the very first time I did this DLC, I basically tried to scale a vertical cliff on a mountain, so I never knew this path was here. I wound up joining this path like halfway up the mountain, and it was a flipping nightmare. But much easier to come sort of up there past the burnt out Hall of the Vigilance. And then we will come up and round here. So we're going to get into Dim Hollow Crypt, and that's where I'm going to call the episode, when we get into Dim Hollow Crypt. So I'm going to start the wrap up here. So as usual, likes, comments, subscriptions all help the channel grow. They all help me know that you want this to continue, and so thanks very much for all of that. And also, more importantly, like I mentioned a moment ago, please let me know whether you're okay having 2 companions, or whether you would rather me stick with the absolute vanilla level of 1 companion. But again, happy to push the difficulty up to account for the fact I might have 2. But other than that, yep, thanks very much for joining, and I will catch you all next time.